morning, guys, and happy new year. Today is currently January 4th. It is a Sunday. I'm ready to do a little New Year's reset. I'm very excited for the new year. I just have a really good feeling about this year. I think I said this in my last video. I have a really strong feeling that 2026 is going to be a really good year. It's going to be a year full of opportunities, full of abundance. I'm just going to be attracting things left and right. But before I can do that, I need to clean my room because it is quite messy and I feel like I can't attract anything in here. So I'm gonna do a little room cleanup because this is not a space where I can attract things clearly. And I want my mind to be clear all of 2026. So let's get cleaning. Journaling, but I want to give you guys a little rundown of my journaling ecosystem for this year. Starting off, we have my manifestation journal, which I got this one for Christmas and it's so cute. My mom got it for me. It's just this celestial theme and it's very small, so hopefully I can finish it. I didn't finish the one from last year because I started it in 2023 and I just, for the past 3 years, oh my gosh, 3 years, I've just been writing in it. But last year I kind of gave up on it, so I just wanted to have a place where I could start fresh. The next one is my day-to-day planner. It's just basically like where I write all of my to-do lists. I tried last year not to have one because I thought it was a waste of paper, which I do still believe it's a waste of paper, but I tried to plan on my Notion. I try to plan on like my notes app and it doesn't work out for me. I like being able to write down every day what it is I have to do. So I went ahead and got this. I did get this in August and it had like the remainder of 2025, so I have been using this and it's been very helpful for me keeping track of all of my assignments for school. One of my goals for 2025 is to read 50 books and I have no idea how I'm going to do that because I can barely read 15 books in a year. I wanted a way to keep track of my books, so I'm going to be doing a reading journal. It's kind of like a bullet journal and a junk journal combined into one, which I also have a junk journal, but that is more of a loose journal, as in I don't actually use it every day and I just use it as a memory keepsake. If I have a fun day out and I collect things, I do a little bit of scrapbooking and put everything in there. But this one is going to be a good way to keep track of my books. It's not only is it productive and functional, but it's also something that is fun to do. And I think that's going to help motivate me to read more books because I want to fill it out and I want to make it cute. I am currently rereading Atomic Habits. I wanted to make sure that I'm implementing good habits this year and actually following through with them. And so I thought that would be a great book to read. I also just started last night Before the Coffee Gets Cold. I've been wanting to read it for the longest time, so I'm glad that I can finally do that. And then the last journal I have is this one. It's just going to be my 2026 brain dump journal where I write all of my random thoughts, anything I'm feeling, anything I'm thinking. If I want to write about my day, it's all going to go in here. And I got this at a volunteer event a few months ago and I just knew I wanted to have it for 2026. I don't know why. I just love the color of it and it's felt like this part is embroidered ordered, and I just love this. I did already write in here. I wrote myself a letter because at the beginning of every year I like to write myself a letter of how I'm feeling in that current moment and what I kind of want the year to look like or what I want to happen throughout the year. And then at the end of the year I will go back and I'll read that letter to myself, which I highly recommend you doing because it's a good little time capsule memory keepsake type of thing. I am going to go ahead and write in my manifestation journal. I want to write some intentions that I have for the year, but I also want to write some affirmations because I think affirmations are a great way to get in the mindset for what you want to embody. And I definitely want to make sure that this year I am just taking care of myself and prioritizing myself and just becoming the ideal version of myself. So I'm going to do some journaling. Obviously cannot do a New Year's reset without some goal setting. So here's a look at my goals page on Notion. I tried to make sure that I kept it very simple and organized because if I want to come back later and add a goal, if I want to rearrange my goals or just want to simply review them, I wanted it to be very easy for me. Starting off at the top, we have my word of the year, which is metamorphosis. And if you didn't know, metamorphosis basically just means change or transformation. It's the process a butterfly goes through when it's going from a caterpillar to a butterfly. And if you didn't know, I am very obsessed with butterflies. I have a bunch of them on my sweatshirt right now, so I thought it was the perfect word for me because I really want to focus on being welcoming and accepting to new change this year. I'm gonna skip this section for a second and I'm gonna go down to the bottom. This is basically everything that I need for the entire year. I have my yearly overview of all of my goals, which I split them into 3 sections: health and wellness, academic, and personal. I also have my master to-do list, which is for anything that I need to remember for a future future date. So if I have some sort of event in February, this is where it's going to go. And then at the bottom, I also have a quarterly check-in because I do think I'm going to set my goals on a quarterly basis again this year. And I just want to have a little list of things that I should be remembering to do at the beginning of each quarter. So I have reviewed my goals, reflect on things that worked and didn't work so that I can rearrange them. I can remove things that are not helping me improve. I have set new intentions for the season, reorganized my morning and night routines, and I have created a new digital vision board because I love to create a vision board for the new season. I think it's a fun way to romanticize the season and to have a clear idea of what my intentions are. Moving back to the top, I have this section right here where I'm going to be focusing on my more smaller detailed tasks to help me achieve my yearly goals. So basically, metamorphosis is all my personal goals, beauty and brains is my academic, life through my camera lens is my YouTube and filming goals, and then your body is your home is all of my health and wellness goals. Like I said, this is where I'm going to be writing down my smaller specific tasks. For example, under beauty and brains, I know 2 of my goals for the year are to apply to scholarships and also actively study. So underneath here, I have applied to 3 scholarships, and that's about a scholarship a month within this first quarter, which is achievable, and to create a study schedule so that I know when I'm actually going to be studying. Underneath metamorphosis, I have these 3 tasks that I've already put in. One of my goals is to actively study French, and I wanted to create a personal curriculum so I could have a week-by-week breakdown of what it is that I want to focus on. And I also have create monthly budgets and stick to them so I can hold myself accountable when it comes to my finances. Also have read 10 to 12 books because my overall goal is to read 50 books. If I read 10 to 12, that's about 3 to 4 books every single month for this first quarter. I feel like that's very achievable. But these are my goals. I'm very excited to see how many of them I actually achieve. If I don't complete them all, or if I don't complete a single one of them, I'm going to be okay, because when I don't set goals, I don't allow myself to rise to the occasion. When I just say, oh, well, I'm going to do this, and I never remember to do it, or I don't put in the effort to actually achieve it. But when I have a list of goals that I can actually see and know that that's what I'm striving for, I feel like I'm able to push myself more and I rise to the occasion. Just a little food for thought. Those are all my goals. And with that being said, I do think I'm going to end off the video right here. I've been talking for a really long time and my throat kind of hurts. So I'm going to give myself a break. If you made it this far, I want you to comment down below this emoji. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you haven't reset for the new year, this is your sign to go ahead and do it. I love each and every one of you, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Okay, bye!